from New York says, I was wondering how Mr. K. Pilkington would interpret this famous saying of philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein. The quote is, if a lion could talk, we could not understand him.
Even if he's English?
Yeah, if a lion could speak English, so there's no language barrier, he's speaking English words and using all the correct grammar and everything, but you wouldn't be able to understand what he was saying.
Why?
Because it is from a different world. His frames of reference would be so bizarre that you wouldn't be able to get a grasp on what he was talking about, because you'd have so little in common, even if he used real words.
No, but he's talking English.
Yeah, no, but his reference points would be just so far removed. You know, they're removed slightly when, if you saw two people talking about Kierkegaard, you'd
I
hear...
wouldn't understand it.
Exactly. So remove that 1 billion times to a different species with different input.
No, but it depends. If I'm talking to a lion in London Zoo,
Yeah.
he'll be saying, oh, I'm fed up of being stuck in here. I'll go, yeah. It's like that. It depends what his background is. I mean, there's some people who might have lived down the road from me, but have a totally different life.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter that it's a lion, does it?
Well, yeah, because they're just trying to remove it even more. So now it's not just a bloke who lived a few doors away. Now it's not even a bloke. Now it's not even...
Yeah, but I'd pick something smaller, or something, you know, a worm without a mouth. I'd go, definitely not.
What? Definitely not what?
I wouldn't be having a chat with it. I just think that a worm that's underground, what's it got to offer me? It's blind and it hasn't got a mouth. It's not going to be a good day out with it, is what I'm saying. It's not going to have that much to say to me, even if it's English. Right?
Even if it's English!
And how can you tell if a worm is English? Does it wear a very tiny bowler hat?
Oh, Christ.
But do you understand...
What about a jellyfish?
No, you see, I think that's where you can say you wouldn't be able to have a good chat with them, because to me, the sea might as well be another world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In a way, I think the fish sort of have more rights than us.
What do you mean?
Just because when whoever made the world, right? Say, you know, we're just bigging up God, but if I was to have a go at him, I'd say you added too much water.
Criticism 1 to God, right?
So,
how would you have changed that? Just
more land.
Fair enough. Now, why have fish got more rights than us?
Because there's loads of them, and when you look at the amount of sea on the world, right? There's loads of that. You only have to like you know, I was in Malaga the other week, right? And you know, you look in the sea, there's loads of different fish, and that's just in like 8-foot water. If you go miles out, there's like all sorts of weird fish, isn't there, with like lights on them and everything. So, and there's just millions of different types.
Yeah.
Now,
but why does that mean they've got more rights than us?
Just because I think, you know, rights come in numbers, don't they? If you know what I mean. Like, if there's one of you shouting, people go, oh, he's an idiot, shut up, whatever. If there's loads of you shouting, they go, oh, best listen to them, see what they've got to say. Right. And that's what I mean about fish.
Yeah.
There's loads of fish.
Right.
So...
But they're not really making their voices heard, though, are they, Carl?
Yeah.
I know, because they're underwater. But what I mean is, I don't know what I mean.
Oh, I was going to ask you, is it true he's leaving Friday? Robinson Crusoe.
Nice one. High five, Rick. Oh, he got you right. He got you the right one there. I don't know what that means, but he did.
Anyway.
Yeah. We're talking about children in need, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
And, Carl, what's wrong
He's
with
just
you?
got it. He's just got it. Go on.
Yeah. We're talking about children in need earlier, and as I say, I'm not a fan of it. And this is a couple of years ago. I was working, and I had to drive up to Blackpool.
Oh, yeah.
And so, it was Comic Relief night, it was a Friday night, and we were listening to all the different kind of BBC radio stations, because they all cover Comic Relief, they all sort of link up as one big thing. And, I think this was maybe like, sort of, I don't know, BBC Solihull or something. And, they've always got like, they've got this one guy in the studio doing all the DJing, and, there's some bloke who's sort of outside the BBC with some kids and whatever else, kind of doing a live link-up, and the guy outside was Steve Baxter, I forget the name of the DJ inside.
I love the fact you remember this man's name.
Well, it's important because, we're listening, and the guy in the studio, he's there, and he's chatting away, and he's going, got a signed picture here of, the Spice Girls, all the girls have signed that, so the highest bidder gets to win that, and you have that, and, I seem to have run out of words. He just said, I seem to have run out of words. And we were like listening, like, okay. And he just went, I seem to have run out of words. I wonder if Steve Baxter's got any for me. And Steve Baxter's just outside, like, obviously not ready, just going...
Didn't have any words either?
Yeah, no words.
Well, who's got all the words then?
It was wordless.
I don't believe it. He's probably used up too many words in the first hour.
Exactly. He just used all the words out.
And he didn't want to repeat himself.
Exactly.
So he just thought, that's it.
It was a hideous one.
I just remember, a bloke I saw on, Opportunity Knocks once.
Opportunity Knocks?
Yeah. It was a pianist, well, it's true, and his name was Wayne King. Do you like Wayne King?
Carl, what's your opinion on Wayne King?
I don't know his work.
You're not a fan of his work? Okay. No, that's fine, Carl. We asked your opinion, mate, and you've given it, and that's all we can ask for.
Oh, no opinion on Wayne King.
If you're a fan of Wayne King at home, please get in touch. The email address, I had ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What was the number again? 08700 800 1234. You know, if you like Wayne King, or if, you know...
No!
Oh, what are you talking about? We're asking someone's music opinion. It's a music station. What? You're
It's going to be like this all day. Let's talk about you and your girlfriends again. I think people enjoy that more.
Oh! Wow,
You are grumpy. Why are you grumpy? You're all grumpy because you've been loaded. Come on, tell us. Come on.
I think I've got SAD.
What's that mean?
That thing when it's
Sade.
when it's dark outside and you feel depressed.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've got that.
But you're from Manchester, aren't you? Isn't it like pitch black there all the time? Isn't it like, which country is it? Iceland, where it's like dark all year?
The land of the mole people.
No.
Yeah.
I was telling Steve before. In fact, I'm not going to bore you with it. Go on. What were you saying about Wayne?
Well, you bored me with it earlier. Can't you bore him with it?
Yeah, it's only fair. What were we saying about what?
Wayne King.
Oh, Carl, play a record.
Oh, that's a disgusting, Carl. You're a pervert.
Stand clear. Adam F. MOP. We all know whose dad Adam F is.
Who was
No.
that?
We all know who's Adam F's dad of. We all know dads. Do we?
Rick, can you keep filling? Because I've realised I've left my mobile phone on, and the kind of calls I'm going to be getting on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I'll just keep it.
Yeah,
No,
keep
it's
talking.
just... Oh, that was Adam F. and MOP. Stand clear. We all know Adam F's got a dad. Oh, done it again. Do you remember the trivia quiz?
I forgot it.
Whose dad is Adam F?
Elvin Stardust.
Yes, Shane Fenton, that's what the F must be for. You're back?
That's done. Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to be... all people that are calling you all the time.
Oh, the ladies.
Oh, God. Anyway, XFM 104.9.
Rick,
We're
I know
going to
you're a
start
big,
now. We're going to start now. This is proper radio from now. Go. Go.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure on me now.
Yeah.
I'm going to muck it up. Now, Rick, I know you're a big trivia fan. I know you're obsessed with trivia. And I thought to myself, well, how can I entertain Rick on Saturday?
Go on.
So I was wandering around on the web looking for trivia, basically, that could entertain you. And you're a big animal trivia
I
fan,
love
aren't you?
animal facts.
There's not much that you don't know about animals.
Oh.
But here's
You're going
something.
to catch me out now, aren't you?
No, well, I don't know. Here's one. I don't know if you've heard this one before. Ants never sleep.
No, I know. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And
It's easy for you to say that.
and they've got alcohol in their blood, so they don't freeze and winter out. And that's why you never see a lazy ant. It's always working. It's drunk, but it's always
But
working.
they never sleep, but they do take a lot of fag breaks.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I think it's 'cause they can't sleep because it's like noisy neighbours. There's about 1 million of them living
like-
sometimes in a room. And they just, it must be very... But you see them carrying a leaf and they see someone else and they go, do you want a hand with that? And they go, don't be silly, you're carrying some at 8 times your body weight as it is. He goes, well, you know, I've got another pair of hands free.
Yeah.
Give you a hand. Yeah, they're great
No, they're
hands.
incredible. They're incredible.
Yeah, I knew that one next.
Okay, well, right, this is one I'm throwing right at you as well, Carl. There's only one bird that has a penis.
It's
Which
not
bird is
not
it?
a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. This is a genuine trivia question.
I'd say... Oh. I think I've seen one on this. Is it an ostrich?
Right, you're going for ostrich, Carl?
I'll go for ostrich as well.
Right. Did you come up with that yourself, or?
Yeah, I was going to say that before you said it.
Well, guys, you went for ostrich.
Chicken?
You're both wrong. It's actually the swan.
The large chicken.
Yeah.
What?
Have you,
That's a bit worrying then, because I thought I saw an ostrich penis, so what was I looking at?
I don't know, were you just examining it closely at the zoo? What were
No,
you?
I just...
It's probably a strap-on.
It was probably 2 leather ostriches giving each other one.
Exactly.
And that's how that can influence people. Things like that. Dirty, filthy leather ostriches can...
Confuse a child if
I
he's at
know.
the zoo and he doesn't know.
A swan's got... That's really annoying. I'd never give a swan a knob. So it's the little puffiest of
It
all
is the
birds,
puffiest of all
isn't
birds,
it?
yeah.
Oh, protected by the queen. But I need a knob. If I had to give a knob to any bird,
Good question.
No,
I wish I'd posed that myself. If you could give a knob to any bird, what would it be? Phone in. Oh,
vulture.
Of course, a Vulcan.
They need a
big
cock.
veiny bang stick.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Carl? If you could give a knob to any bird? And don't make it rude, or if I could give a knob to any bird, I'd
What
make
bird
it
do you
that
suit with
Jordan.
up? It's got to be a bird of prey or something like that, hasn't it? Cool.
It's the robin, really.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be
Christmas cards would be like.
Yeah, but
That'd be brilliant.
it's a normal human-sized
Yeah,
knob
exactly.
on a robin.
On a robin,
That'd be
genius.
great, wouldn't it?
That'd be
And the
genius.
other thing annoying about this is ironic, right? Now, the male of all bird species they're called a cock.
Yes.
Right. But the only bird with a cock,
Yeah.
right, is called a cob.
Is that what a swan's called?
Yeah, they're cob and pen. They're not cock and hen.
That's
And
annoying.
he isn't a cock, but he's got a cock.
Yeah, yeah. Quick query there, Rick.
Go on.
When you said then cock,
Yeah.
presumably you meant male bird.
Yeah.
The first time you said it.
Yeah.
The second time you said it, you said cock. Did
Yeah.
you mean the penis?
Well, you're showing off the whole farce of radio broadcasting.
Because you're not really allowed to say cock,
No, exactly,
meaning
no.
penis.
One cock would cause great offence.
Yeah.
The other cock's fine.
Exactly.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is strange. It is strange. So I mean, if I said now to you, you know, oh, I like cocks.
Yeah.
Meaning birds.
Yeah, that's
that'd
fine.
be fine.
Yeah.
But if I meant penises, it would be a problem.
If you like cocks, it was yeah,
Right.
that would be...
Carl,
yeah.
do you like cocks? Do you like cocks?
No.
Right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was asking if you like.
No, I like, you know...
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
I mean, I'm a big fan of tits.
The small birds that come
bird.
down and peck at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like tits
Yeah.
and cocks. There's nothing...
Tits and cocks,
There's
there's
nothing
nothing
wrong
wrong
with... There's nothing... Carl, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with saying tits
'cause
and
I said,
cocks.
when I said tits, I meant the little birds.
Yeah,
And
they
when I
come
said
down.
cocks, I mean the big birds.
Yeah. Do you know, when,
Go on, no, go on.
No, it's just that, it's when you're talking about tits,
Yeah.
you know, at the milk. Do you, I like the fact they flutter away when they hear the milkman coming.
Oh, come on.
So when, what?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, when the milkman's coming, when he's walking up the clock.
Ash, and sometimes, lovely song, got to apologise to our producer there, because he was worried about, there was nothing wrong with it, it's just like saying, you like watching birds in the garden.
I think you're better than that.
I know, it's cheap, isn't it, to say, like, we
Yeah,
like
I like tits.
Yeah, or I like cocks. So, are we a bit more literary now? One of my favourite things
Go on.
is Fanny by Gaslight.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. I'm a big fan of Moby Dick.
Oh yeah, the book, maybe,
yeah,
not the medical condition. There's
No,
nothing
no,
in your, no, it's the big, horrible thing that used to swallow semen.
Yeah.
Now, in the winter,
Yeah.
Steve,
Go on.
there's nothing I like more than
Yeah.
to keep my hands warm in a muff.
No, sure. You mean those kind of furry things that sort of classy-looking ladies?
Yeah,
Use
posh
your hands
ladies often put their hands. Yeah, you know when you go have a nice like a party and they're
Yeah, a
all
nice
leaving,
party, yeah, a
and
winter party.
and you might take the wrong hat or something. There's nothing I like more than to see two posh women with their hands in each other's muffs,
Oh, that's always a
and they're
fun
going,
bit.
"Oh, this must be yours."
Yeah, that is always funny.
Yeah,
That's always
yeah,
funny.
yeah. But seriously, no, don't stop this. You're right. I've got a degree.
I think I just remembered that my favourite Beatles song is "Come Together."
Yeah. Now we're going to stop this now, Carl, because it's childish. You're right. I've got a philosophy degree, for
Yeah.
Christ's sake, and it's about time.
Who's your favourite philosopher? Do you mind me asking?
Well, I would tell you, except when I ever talk about it, I go into a Cockney accent.
Really?
So it can be like my favourite philosopher. I like a bit of Kant.
Right. Is that Immanuel Kant,
Yeah.
the philosopher?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's strange. What's his name again?
Kant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be weird. Can be strange.
Look at Carl's
Look at
face.
his face.
Look at his face.
Join
Oh.
in, Carl.
Oh,
Undo your trousers. Just
we'll
let
be
it
like
hang
Stan
out. Let your
Boardman
cock hang
when he
out.
told the Fokker joke.
Yeah.
We won't do local radio again for 10 years.
No, but it's sad though. Did you watch that thing in the week? That What Are You Staring At programme?
I didn't know. I couldn't face it. I know what you mean. It was about people who'd had unfortunate deformities. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and it was really sad. I suddenly felt bad about, you know, some of the stuff we'd
Yeah.
talked about and what have you, because
Can I just say something, like, that's quite a nice thing to say. I was suddenly felt bad about some of the things we talked about. Should we go over what we've discussed today?
what?
What subjects have we brought up today? How can you feel sorry about things like that when we're still doing it?
No, I'm just saying, you know, you have a laugh and that, but then you see a programme about it and you go, oh.
What, you realise they're real people you're talking about?
Yeah.
When do you ever forget that? When do you ever forget that when you bring up these cheeky freaks of the weeks, or when we talk about Rick Waller, that there's not a real person on the other end thinking about it?
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard because they don't look like real people.
Play a record!
Don't slag off Rick Waller.
That girl was on with a big head. It's like bow selector.
Well, I've been waiting for this for a week. It's a regular feature now. When we read from Karl's diary. Karl decided to keep a diary. He's gone through with it. I could see it there. It's massive. It's a huge desk diary that he has to carry around with him, and the pages are getting full up. You're really keeping to this.
Yeah.
Right. This is extracts from Karl's diary.
Did podcast and went for an Italian with Ricky and Steve. Italian place is good. We've been there a few times. I always have the same thing, spaghetti. Can't remember what everyone else had. Last time we went there, Steve had little octopuses with pasta. You could see that they were octopuses. They hadn't been cut up or anything. My rule is that I only eat stuff that looks nice when it's alive. A cow, a chicken, some fish. An octopus is an odd-looking thing alive. Even worse when it's dead and limp. It looks like it just shouldn't have been sat in the spaghetti.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Ricky drew another picture of my head. We've given a few of them away as prizes, but he draws so many of them that they won't be worth as much anymore. Everyone will eventually have one. Like those pictures of a boy crying that caused houses to burn down in the 1980s.
What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember I mean, if you're listening in America, they might not have made it over there.
Is it the sort of like the sugary ones with kids? Like, is it Techikov or something?
It's just some kid. My aunt in Or had one, and it was just like a kid with like a blue jumper on, and it's like a painting, not a photo.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he's just crying.
Like a chocolate box. It's really awful, sort of sugary.
And what happened is they found out that a load of houses were being set on fire or burst into flames, whatever. And the weird thing was,
oh, it's bollocks.
every house that burnt down had that photo.
Yeah, because every house had that picture in the fucking 70s and 80s. Idiot. It's like, we're linking it to sinks. Every house that's ever burnt down had a sink. You're talking shit again. Carry on.
Wednesday. Saw a homeless bloke. I'm surprised that no companies have thought about sponsoring the homeless. Something like a clothing company. Give them some clothes that have an advert on the back. Everyone's a winner.
Good idea.
Not bad, is it?
Got on the tube to Camden. Read in a free newspaper that hedgehogs could be gone by 2025. I think I've seen more dead hedgehogs than alive ones anyway, so I don't think I'll miss them. Went round to Ricky's house and had a game of pool. It should have been nice and relaxing, but Jane gave me some cake, and Ricky said I can't play pool if my hands are all sticky from cake.
It was the sugar, and it wasn't that either. After he'd finished it, they weren't just sticky, he was licking his fingers, sucking his fingers off, and then was going to pick up pool cues and touch things, and I was thinking, go and wash your hands after licking your hands. You're not a cat.
This turned into an argument when I said I didn't want to wash my hands.
Why didn't he?
He goes for a piss all the time without washing his hands, and then squeezes my head. I know I prefer to have lemon cake crumbs on my head than knob juice. Was going to do a crossword, but I'm tired and have learnt enough today.
What have you learned?
Well, the stuff about hedgehogs and that.
Oh, God.
Was on my way to my mates, and I got on a train. Got close to a station, but realised I needed a wee. Was about to go in a cubicle when a blind man with a dog, who was bumbling his way through the walkway, came around. I said, "Are you after the toilet?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "It's on your right." I shouldn't have let him go first, as he took ages, and it would be my stop soon. The dog waited outside the cubicle. I was going to stroke it, but then I remembered someone telling me that you shouldn't. Don't know why
not?
that is.
Because something to do with the owner should be the only one who sort of deals with that dog, and you shouldn't.
Well, you shouldn't stroke it because you'll cover it in fucking lemon cake.
No, but just because, you know, if you stroke it and that, it might like me and want to go off with me, and he'll come out and be lost and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not totally sure, but I just thought.
Are you not? Beanie Seagull, Feel It in the Air. Beautiful track, isn't it?
Well, it's wonderful on a lovely summer's day like this as well, Ricky. It's the
Yeah.
ideal choice. Well done on that one.
Well, I'm a little bit worried that if there are any new listeners, very unlikely, that they may be familiar with our work, but they might not know the wonderful little gem that we found just there, a little rough diamond in the mud.
Yeah.
Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Just working here, just working away as a little producer, little sound man, wasn't
crone.
he? Yeah. And he was, and we gave him his opportunity, didn't we?
Mm.
It's like Cinderella, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he grasped that opportunity, didn't you, by the horns, and 3 years later, you're exactly where you started. So, good work.
Got Mondays off now.
Well, I thought maybe a useful way of introducing the mind of Karl Pilkington
Yeah.
to our new
You
audience.
use that term loosely.
Yeah, when I say mind, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought.
Look at his face!
Oh. There is a website. Have you got the
Oh,
website?
there's
address?
a website that we just found. Right, Carl, what is the address?
If you are unfamiliar with what Karl looks like,
Please log on to this now.
log onto this website and stay tuned. But log onto the website because you'll see Karl's face. You'll see some of his pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, now what's the address, Carl?
Freewebs.com.
www.
Yeah, freewebs.com.
freewebs.com.
Yeah, /
Yeah.
the dash K dash man /
The K-Man. It's
Okay.
complicated.
It is, yeah.
Do it again, say it again. But get a pencil now, they've all got a pencil now.
freewebs.com
One word. Yeah.
/ the dash K dash man /
Now, when you say dash, is it a dash or is it
Is it in
an
the middle?
underscore?
Is it underscore? Is it in the middle of the word, or is it hover in the middle of the word, or is it at the bottom?
It's just a line and that.
Yeah, I know, but is it an underscore or is it a dash?
Try both.
he copied it down!
Have a go.
That's the sort of level we're talking about!
Well, already you've got some insight into the mind of Karl Pilkington.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But I thought what we should do is we could hijack.
Imagine that! Imagine Bill Gates!
Yeah, or a teacher in an exam. Hop down both.
Multiple choice!
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay.
But anyway, yeah, if you're a reader of the Weekend Guardian, you'll know there's this thing called the Q&A, which they give to celebrities and thinkers and the like. And basically, it's a series of questions they pose to people each week, and it's the same questions, and it gives little insight into people's minds, the way they think.
What thinker, philosopher is in this week's?
It's the lead singer of Feeder. So, you're in good company, Karl.
No, I like Feeder.
No, fine.
I love Feeder.
So, Karl, I'm just going to fire a couple of these questions at you. We'll maybe drop them in throughout the course of the show, just to try and get a sense of who you are. So, here's the first question. All right, you got your thinking head on?
Go on.
You Wurzel.
What is your idea of perfect happiness?
What, for me, or...
Already...
No, Ronnie Corbett.
No, but what... Do you mean, like, what will make me happy, or
Yeah.
for everyone to be happy?
No, what would make you happy? Maybe that's the answer. Your idea of perfect happiness is everyone being happy. I don't know. What would make you totally
Unlikely,
blissfully
Nick.
happy?
I imagine it's a 24-hour monkey channel on, like, the sky.
Yeah. Okay, go on. A
What's your idea
never-ending
of perfect
popsicle. Go on.
I don't think I've had it yet where I'm, like, really, really happy with anything.
Carl, I've never seen you really happy. No.
No, but...
When have you been at your happiest?
Probably... I like sort of fish fingers, potato cakes and beans for tea.
Yeah.
And
You're not. Yeah.
Right, well, let's move on. We'll come back to that one. Let's
You're
move
not.
on.
I don't think you're aiming high enough for.
Well, what would your answer be for that? When are you happy? What would make you happy?
I wouldn't have I'd have fish fingers, but I probably wouldn't have the potato cakes.
Yeah.
I'd have fish fingers and beans. With
See,
maybe
I'm
some-
not a huge fan of the beans.
Really? So your idea of perfect happiness is probably just fish fingers, is
Just
it?
the fish fingers.
Okay, good.
All right, second question. What is your greatest fear, Karl?
Going to the doctors. I don't
So
like
so presumably ill health and mortality.
that.
That's how you
no,
do it. You
just the
see?
doctors.
No, I don't.
Yeah, just any particular doctor?
I don't want to live forever either.
No,
I just want
no.
to live innings. I just want to get to about 80, 83, 84.
Specific. So specific. Yeah. Okay.
Which living person do you most admire? Which person throughout any time in history do you most admire?
Winston Churchill's pretty good.
You like
Yeah,
him?
it's very good.
He's
Why?
alright.
Good answer.
Because if it weren't for him, we'd be talking German. I'm not that good at that. So,
He's not that good at that. I love that even if the Nazis had won, right, in 1945, and we'd be now speaking German, he still wouldn't be that good at it. Although he's not good at English, so I suppose that's true, isn't it? Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the final one for now. Do you believe in capital punishment?
That's not hitting Dr. Fox over the head with a stick.
depends what for, doesn't it?
Go on.
Oh, if it's something bad. And
Well, I assume it would be. They don't kill people now for parking illegally.
But what sort of thing are you talking about? What sort of punishment?
Capital punishment.
Yeah, I know, but what is that? What are you talking about?
Well, guillotine, hanging.
Hanging's a bit bad.
Yeah. Can be fatal, can't it? What do you mean hanging's a bit bad?
It's
all bad. Why should the state kill someone?
Because prisons are getting a bit busy, aren't they?
Brilliant. Okay.
What's the point in keeping them, people around?
Well, what's the point in killing them?
Just because it's like, right, that's that done. Who's next? Do you know what I mean? What can you do with someone if they're mental?
Employ him on a radio show.
Yeah.
Play a record,
Right.
Carl.
Next question.
Play a record.
Okay.
We'll come back to the questions.
What do you want? What have you got in here?
Rick, I know you're a massive fan of the Thorns.
Yeah,
but maybe you're less familiar with the different elements of the Thorns' solo work.
No,
Here's a
no.
track from Matthew Sweet.
Oh yeah. More revelation. We were talking about it last week, but Carl brought it up again just now. Didn't want to go to the doctors, didn't want to have a full sort of body checkup that may save his life, because he saw on the website they do a test where they have to insert a finger in his ass.
Oh, don't tell me about it.
Why?
Don't put it on the website. Just we look at your heart.
Yeah.
We check your blood pressure out.
Yeah.
And then they could just do it quickly. Could just sort of say, right.
How do they do it quickly?
No, but what I'm saying is, it's worse, isn't it? Going in there, knowing that. I mean, they've got it on the website. So you're on the journey on the bus thinking, in about 20 minutes I'm going to have a finger up my arm.
But they're doctors.
Yeah, but just
They're not doing it for a laugh. They're not filming it with a two-way screen. They're not putting on boxing gloves so it hurts more. They're up. Oh, it's prostate's all right. Out again. Out again.
I'm just saying, in the day, the sort of.
Do you think they're in the pub going, here he comes? It's Pilkington, I have my finger up his arse today.
Do they allow ladies to do that? Do they allow female doctors to do it?
Of course they do. They're doctors.
That's worse.
You're sounding like him.
No, I'm just interested in, because, do they allow female doctors to do the finger up the arse thing?
Well, of course they do. They're doctors. Forget the female and male. They are doctors.
Right, do you know any female doctors to do that? But what I mean is, isn't it a bit like if you're being searched at an airport, and you're a woman, they send in a woman person to search you. They don't send in a bloke to do it. Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, they probably trust someone who's gone through 6 years medical college not to be taking the piss as opposed to a fat security guard who couldn't get anything else. Do you know what I mean?
You're talking about there's doctors all the time coming out in the papers, they gave them this so they could look at their boobs or whatever, or, it's all you're always hearing stuff about dodgy doctors.
But what I'm saying is, the reason why they do that at security, because there's lots of security people, and they can, for your own, for your own modesty, there's a female one to search females and a male one to search males, and that's fine. But there's not like 4 or 5 GPs to choose from, and you go in there and you go, is it your arse and testicles? Do you want a bloke or... you accept
got
it.
long fingernails?
They don't have long fingernails. What do you think this female GP looks like? She's sitting behind the desk like Cruella de Vil, with cleavage and long red false nails, going, "Hello, love, bend over. This may hurt a little bit." There's gloves and Vaseline. I don't believe there's 2 of you now in the room. Carl, they're doctors. They have to. What would you rather do than put the hand down your throat and round your alimentary canal to feel your ass? It's a quicker way in.
You seem to know a lot about these doctors who stick fingers up people's asses. You're a very well-informed gentleman about this sort of thing.
Well, say if they did find something.
Yeah.
Would you then have to get, like, a second opinion, so someone else's finger?
Well, no. They test it to see if there's anything suspicious. That it's usually a swollen prostate, which can be anything. So they catch it early, and that's it. They feel up there.
But if you want a second opinion, then the same doctor will just stick a thumb up and have a feel around then. Yeah. So it always works in the same way.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a doctor who can, I don't know, put me at ease. I mean, surely there's another way around it. I don't believe that. I mean, what is this? 60 million people or something in the world, isn't there? 60 billion or something?
Well...
6 billion, something.
Yes, you got it.
Right.
You hit it. Well done.
That's good work.
Right, so, yeah, there's 6 billion, did I say?
Yeah, what's 6 billion then?
Loads, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
So if you want a doctor to phone up to assure you that the finger at the bum thing's not painful and that it's necessary, and
Just
that
it's
not just
necessary,
someone trying to
really.
get
Just that it's not an easy way round.
Alright, what's the phone number here?
It's, we've changed that, haven't we?
Oh,
You're the producer!
Here it is. 0871 222 1049, and I think you select option 1. It tells you anyway what to do.
Please, if you're a GP, or if, you know, even if you've completed medical, I mean, we want a qualified doctor, really. Anything else is not good enough for Karl Pilkington. We'd love to, you can ask him all the other questions. Because, you know, Karl, as I said last week, he doesn't, feel his own testicles, because he doesn't like the feel.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd like a doctor to explain to him how necessary that is.
And this is truthful as well, I've got a very slight pain around the genital area at the moment, and I think it might be some kind of groin strain, but I'm a little bit anxious, not entirely sure
Yeah,
what it is.
you've been with me twice when I've gone along to get them checked.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
It's terrible. I mean, but, you know, it's usually, I think you're in a pretty low risk area, aren't you?
I'd hope so.
You're coming out of the 20s. I think testicular sort of, I shouldn't be doing this, I'm not qualified. No. All they said was to me sort of like it's 20s and 50s. So like we're into it.
Mine sort of felt like they dropped a bit the other week when I was on holiday. I don't know if that's like when you're relaxing or I was wearing shorts a lot.
How far? If it's 2 foot, it's too far.
I was having problems walking.
What do you mean? Why?
It was just a bit, I had shorts on all day, I'm happy and walking about on the beach and what have you. And then, at the night, when I put some long trousers on, I was sort of walking like
they probably like stretch a little bit. Sometimes, I told you, when I was about 18, I was scared. I went to, the doctor, I felt a pain, right? And, because I was doing biology, I thought I'd show off this doctor. I said, I've got a pain, I think it feels like it starts in the epididymis and goes up through the urethra, either. And, he went,
finger up the arse.
He said, your jeans are too tight, they're squashing your balls. So, we want a doctor like that.
So what's the phone number again?
It's 0871 222 1049.
A qualified
What do you mean your balls drop, though? We've got to come back to this.
I don't know, they just felt like... it's not too bad at the moment. I was alright on the way in, but it was just...
I feel twinges all the time, but you never know whether it's just because they're
but they felt like they weren't my own. Do you know what I mean? They sort of felt a bit like these were...
There wasn't a bloke standing really close to you, was there?
No, you didn't get them mixed up just on the way back. On the flight back. Someone else has got...
Well, take a leaf out of nudist books. They just walk round, they've got nothing on it.
About nudists.
Why?
Well, let's play this ad break and that and...
Have you had another encounter?
If we've got time, I'll tell you about it.
Have you really?
Well...
Ho, ho, ho. Placebo in this picture on XFM 104.9. 8 minutes to go, let's make it a good 8 minutes, and then we can all chill out, yeah? Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Excellent. A particularly aggressive jingle this week.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this monkey news.
Carl.
Right.
Come on.
So, what's the name?
What?
We've done...
Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who, like, got involved in crime and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? We had, the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went into a bank.
Who cares?
Went into a bank. And walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime
this
and
monkey
stuff.
news update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is...
Yeah.
It's got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something where it's been gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah, does it have fraud cases?
It's
mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. And it's mainly violence, I bet. That's my
that and theft.
Say it again.
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again.
Theft.
Say it again.
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're going to keep doing it. We've got 6 minutes. You're going to say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, do you say it?
No,
well, no, because then you'll know how to say it.
Well, all right, robbing then. It's been caught robbing.
Say it again, though.
So Who's robbing? Who's robbing?
So they've got this prison. Right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not going to say it?
No, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys.
Right.
That are in there for life. Because that's... I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off for
there's 11, I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was...
Weird, you thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Carl, what are they in there for then? Because, I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder? They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not... Are they prostitution and gambling?
Are you sure they're not just the pawns and the head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery.
It's not.
I wondered if they'd get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it just the back of a fag packet found in a toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, Parole Unlikely for Inmates of Monkey Prison.
Yeah!
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patilia houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montevideo snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
So
all 11 monkeys...
they were aggressive wild animals that were taken away from the public for their own good.
And robbing and that.
Wildlife officials believe part of the problem has been caused by thieves training monkeys to help them. Lorry drivers training monkeys as guards for vehicles, and itinerant entertainers using ill-treated monkeys as part of their act.
It's the monkey that takes the rap.
It's a shame, that, isn't it?
That is awful. They didn't know what they were doing, did they?
So there you go.
What do you think of that, though, Carl? What would if you could visit them, like Lord Longford or something? What would you say to them? You go there and you get a visit a week or something. You know.
So can you get us a video? Right.
Do they get conjugal rights?
Do you reckon? You wouldn't be interested in that, though, would you?
They get what?
Would you be happy to give them their conjugal rights?
Yeah, would you?
Fair enough.
All right.
Off to Hastings.
Off you
See
go.
you later.
We could go to one of those well clinics, didn't you?
No, I haven't gone.
Why?
Because I'm not happy with it.
What?
I'm not happy with the whole... Well, it's just... Do people know what them places are?
We'll give you a whole...
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've had one, yeah. They check everything.
Which, you know, Suzanne, my girlfriend, was like, you know, you're 30-odd now. When was the last time you went to the doctors? And I haven't been for ages, because I don't...
No, I never go.
Doctors.
I never go. Unless I think I'm honestly gonna die there. I'm in agony.
Think they can always find something.
Jane made me go to one of those things, yeah, those boot things where they do it's, couple £100 and they give you a complete head to toe, don't they?
But head to bottom is what it is. They do the old finger up my arse thing.
Now, what is that testing for?
Well, I like that he said it quietly, because he's on the radio. You can't say arse.
Yeah.
Well, say it quietly. Say it quietly. Yeah. Arse. Yeah, arse. That's what our mistake was, because we got a complaint upheld, didn't we, for saying... And I'm talking about a male chicken here, which is a cock, as you know. Yeah, and we said that word, right? So if we'd have gone, cock, we'd have probably gotten away with it.
You can get away with murder.
If you just, If
you just whisper it very
So go on then, so...
Go on then, I'm not going, because I'm not having that done. I don't understand what they're going to find up there, that's...
Your head?
No, but why can't we just... I mean, it's the heart that I worry about the most.
You mean that in a kind of romantic sense?
No, I mean, like, you know... If
They'd have to have a long finger, wouldn't they, to check that out? They go, it's something wrong with your left ventricle. Yeah.
Now, this thing about the doctors, they hold your testicles and they make you cough.
Yeah, they don't hold the testicles anymore, they just put it sort of like by the side of them.
And what's that testing for?
I don't know, I think it's something to do with, if you've got something wrong with your diaphragm or something like that, you can't do it when they press there. I don't know. It shows them something. So it's not doctors having a quick feel.
But so you can't.
well, that's good, because do you remember when Carl said he's going to die of cancer, and I said why? He said I don't check me balls. I said why? He said I don't like the feel. So they feel it for you. They feel them for you, and you can just relax, shut your eyes, and think of England.
But don't mess with them.
What do you mean?
You can do more damage messing about with them. Just leave them. And there's 2 anyway. You can afford to lose 1.
Yeah, I don't think that's the point. I think the point is it sort of spreads, doesn't it? You know, you've got to check the...
No, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, if don't do it, because they spend a lot of money saying to people, you know, have a quick feel if you've got the time, what have you. But I don't worry about it. Leave it alone.
Why, out of interest, why do doctors stick fingers up your arse?
Check the prostate.
Check the prostate?
Yeah. Because if it's swollen, it could, you know, lead to all sorts of problems. Again, they're not having a laugh, Carl. They're not going, hang on, look at this bald little mank fella.
But there's no nice way.
I'll feel his balls, stick a finger up his arse and send him home. 300 quid, please, on you go. What about me art? It's fine. And they're all laughing.
Roger, Jeff, stand behind that two-way mirror.
yeah, what's this?
I'm not going anyway. So.
Really, you're not going because you don't want...
No, I'm not happy with that. It doesn't even matter, it's not the fact he's a stranger. If it was someone who I knew, it'd be just as bad.
That'd be worse! Imagine that! At a dinner party. Oh, God. Oh, look, hello, Roger and Selena. Do you mind, Roger, do you mind?
Would you allow any of the celebrity doctors to do it, though? Dr. Dre, Dr. Fox,
any of those.
Doctor Who.
I just don't understand in this day and age.
Would you allow Christopher Eccleston to stick his big northern finger up your...
Do you got a song on anyway?
What? Beanie Siegel. I love this track.
Oh, it's very urban for you, Rick.
Well, he was talking to me the other day because I'm trying to write a show called Science, and he's sort of going to help me out with some of the research, and I want him to do some on the DVD for it, right? And he was talking about it, and he was talking about he says that in the future they reckon we'll be able to soon. He said they'll be able to take us into space, and it's going to cost us £150,000. Said, what's the point? There's nothing up there. He said when they went up there, right? He said when Louis Armstrong went in 1966, right? He said it was nothing there. So there was him, a fella called Buzz. There was one and third bloke that didn't even get out of the spaceship. He said he went all that way. He didn't get out to stretch his legs. How good can it be? Forget it. That's him summing up space exploration.
Don't you agree with that? What's the point in going up there?
Because you're
are we talking about the finger in the arse again here, or it's space?
Oh, so what is the point in going?
Because you're expanding, you know, human endeavour, aren't you? And the human understanding of the world and the universe. It's like, what else are we going to do as a civilization, as a people, if we're not constantly searching and, you know, and reaching out into the far distance?
But there's nothing there. Though.
I know some people you grew up with that haven't left their street, but that's not everyone.
But what is it? What do you mean there's nothing there? That what has got to be there for it to be a worthwhile? Like,
just something.
What,
I mean,
like,
to be honest,
what would you be happy with finding out on the moon?
video?
Just something. I don't think they looked hard enough anyway when they got there, because they seemed to get out, have a bit of a dance about, and then they came straight back. And I sort of think, you know, did they look properly?
It's not a day trip, is it?
But what I mean
But they
is...
took that car out there, didn't they, and drove around a bit?
Yeah, but only a little bit. What I mean is, say if an alien landed in Africa, there's not much there, so they'd go...
What do you mean there's not much there?
Well, it's a bit barren, isn't it?
What, Africa? Just in general?
Well, so anywhere like that, the desert or whatever, what I'm saying is, have a good look round.
Probably where all life came from, and probably 500,000 species of animals live there.
Buildings and that, and stuff.
Oh, buildings.
Well, just stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, did they look properly? Or did they just land, get out, go, oh, bit dusty, whatever, right, let's go back? I just think it's a bit pointless. Especially when we haven't done everything there is to do here.
Go on.
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure there is stuff that needs sorting out.
Well, I know the place that there's no medical man has been in this room.
Yeah.
There's definitely an unexplored cavern sitting right in front.
All right, Steve. Would you go to the moon if someone said there's a space?
He doesn't mosh at a concert because he's scared his glasses to fall off. Of course he wouldn't go to the moon. They'd spin him round in training, his glasses would come off, and that'd be it. He'd feel sick.
My worry is I'm not sure would I be able to wear them under the helmet?
Imagine him!
Like, I went paintballing once, and I had to wear the glasses underneath the mask, and of course it was a bit hot weather, it was awful, it was steamed up in there. Still, I couldn't see anything, I got shot straight away, I was out of the game, it was pointless. You know, it cost me like £8.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that fit anyway, do you? You're only sort of sat there.
Well, yeah, but what are you talking about? Think of G-force alone and weightlessness. Of course you've got to be... What?
I think when you said think of G-force, he thought of G4, the follow-up winners in Pop Idol. I could see it as his eyes glazed over.
Right, anyway, Rockbusters.
Yeah, go on.
I give a cryptic clue.
Yeah.
And a letter, and it makes up a band,
He
right?
never said the word cryptic a few months ago. I love it. Do you know what I mean? I feel it's like our own little Eliza Doolittle.
Yes.
Right, even Richard will like this one. Here we go then. First one. There's 3 of them,
go on.
and you email in.
If this doesn't turn Dickie round, nothing will.
This is an email-only competition.
Email only. Right, here's the first one. Initial is B, so it's
B.
a band starting with B.
Okay.
And the cryptic clue is, I don't like them birds, they shouldn't be allowed in this area.
I don't like them birds. They shouldn't be allowed in this area. Next one.
Right, the next one. He doesn't like women, yet he's got a couple of kids. That's a bit weird.
Is that a cryptic clue, or is that just...
Is that just a thought
just a
you've
general
had?
point?
Is that it?
That's the cryptic clue.
Okay.
And the initials there are PD.
Okay.
And, the last one, that
Oh, I've got that one. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Okay, quickly.
Oh, God.
and the last one is, that bloke who does...
Come on!
It's making me laugh.
Come on, Carl. Be professional.
Right, the last one. Right. I can't do it, it's making me laugh.
Oh, come on, I'll come and read them then.
No, hang on,
Come on, Carl.
Right, here we go.
They don't do this on Blockbusters on TV, do they?
No, come
Right.
on.
That bloke who does sport on telly. He's got a little kid, right? Initials DC.
What? Is that, was
I'm
that the
completely
clue?
confused by that.
Was that the clue?
Yeah, that bloke who does sport on telly.
Yeah.
He's got a little kid. Initials DC.
Okay, is that a band? Or an artist?
It's, well, I'm not gonna tell you.
Cheese.
I'm not
This is
gonna tell
not a
you.
well-known sandwich. Is it, what is it? Is it a
Fine.
band or an
Right,
artist?
so just quickly recap. That's,
Okay.
it's a
Come on, Carl.
Right,
Come on.
quick recap. The first one is B. I don't think them birds should be around in this area. Right, that's B. Right? Second one, he doesn't like women, yet he's got a few kids. It's a bit weird. That's PD. And the final one, that bloke who does sport on the telly, he's got a little kid. Right? DC.
Alright, and it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you want to enter for Hellraiser.
Oh, I'll
And all
tell you
those
what,
other
continue
great
to do a little theme of like some old stuff people haven't heard of. If you're under 30, you probably never heard of this band. It's also a new thing I'm going to introduce. It's Show Up Camfield. Camfield talks the talk, he doesn't walk the walk, he doesn't play some rock classics on his show because he's scared. I'm going to play the tracks that Camfield's too scared to play. This is Kansas and Carry On Your Wayward Son, alright? Right, okay, right, the results of,
We ain't got a winner for the first time.
Yes, we have.
We've
We've
done
got
this
loads.
feature for...
We've got loads of winners.
No, we haven't. We've done this feature for 3 weeks. This is the first time I've managed to sort of...
What?
Well, let's go through them then.
What have they got wrong?
The first one.
The first one?
What was the
first
clue?
one,
There's
the
loads-
first
well,
one.
well, hang on, let's do them in reverse order first. So what's the last one?
The last one, the clue was, that bloke does sport on the telly and he's got a little kid.
What's that?
That's Destiny's Child. Des, who does ITV Sport,
that's
has got a
terrible,
tiny
man.
child, right? No,
That's terrible.
that's fine, they
Yeah,
got
okay,
that.
Destiny's Child.
Des-
What's the one?
Des
What's
Tiny's
the
Child.
middle one?
Right, the middle one,
Right. Child.
the second one was, he doesn't like women, yet he's got a couple of kids, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Right? That was PD, that was Puff Daddy.
That is offensive. Go on.
But that, it's not Puff Daddy. It's Puff Daddy. And he's not even called that anymore, he's called P. Diddy.
Well,
Okay, fair enough.
but they got that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I'm being tight, these lot are as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tight means something in Manchester. Go on.
Right? And the first one that they're having problems with, I don't think them birds should be allowed in this
They've
area.
got it.
Boyzone.
It's not Boyzone.
What's the clue again?
I don't think them birds should be allowed in this area.
That is perfect. A boy zone. No birds.
No women.
No women, yeah, birds, right? A boy zone. Sorry, Carl. If that isn't the answer, their clue is better than yours. That is brilliant. What was yours? Boy zone, it works perfectly.
What's your answer then?
Bangles.
I have no idea what that means.
Like seagulls. So you don't want them in this area, so you're banning them. Bangles.
Oh! Well, give it to boy zone, because boy zone's better. Don't use birds being allowed in this area, it's a boy
I think
zone.
we should have a rollover. Carl beat them. Carl beat them. You have to use his logic,
But
surely.
theirs works. You can't do what am I thinking. No, that's not what I'm thinking. It perfectly. It works perfectly. I think you've got to give it to the ones that got the boy zone.
Well, how about, right, because they didn't actually get into my head and my
Wow,
way of thinking,
heaven
right?
forbid.
How about we just keep back the David Attenborough, and they can have, I'll chuck in the Hellraiser, right?
Okay.
Nice of you.
And Blondie album and the Madness
Yeah,
one.
okay, pick a winner at random.
Pick a winner, Steve.
I'm going to give it to Paul Sloman, who got those answers, and he also says, P.S. Carl, you're a moron. So, I'm giving that to Paul, and good luck to him.
Right, well.
He's got a crazy night tonight. If we can rush these over to him, he's got a cracking Saturday night.
Well, if I'm a moron, I might get your address wrong when I send them to you.
Oh,
Coming right back at you, Paul.
Yes. Right. John, play your song.
Is this it? We almost
Carl's
done?
annoyed because they
he's
didn't get
wild.
band goals. Smashing Pumpkins on part of Mix FM 104.9. I just got to tell you something, Steve. Remember, at my birthday party, my girlfriend had bought me one of those, arcade games you put money in a pub.
Oh, it's a quiz machine, though, isn't
Quiz
it?
machine, yeah, touch the screen. And we're all playing, but Steve, with his general film knowledge, people were getting like 100,000 points and getting through, right? Steve got something like 8 million.
Right, listen, I got the top score on a movie trivia quiz game, right? Who's the geek now?
Yeah.
Alright, Carl? Hello.
No, but it was impossible. And I tried it, and I for like months after, I just thought I've just got to knock him off the top. And I did it all the other categories, and I was best at rock. Let's say that. But by no means is, you know, the gap between a friend of mine and a friend of yours, Johnny Camden, the lovely Irish comedian, came round last night.
Yeah.
Had a couple of goes. He got something like 30 million.
That's mental. That's madness.
Yeah. In fact, you're right, 'cause, Johnny bought this comic, right? He loves Doctor Who, and he bought this comic, and Steve, he left it there, and Steve got a post-it note on every page wrote geek. Yeah. Johnny gets it home, reads it on the tube, and there's geek written on every page. That's the sort of vicious man Steve is. He can hand it out. Do you know what I mean? Imagine him calling you a geek. What must that feel like, to be called a geek by Steve Merchant? What do you think, Carl?
Every week he has a go at me, anyway.
What's
Yeah.
that having a go at you? You're having a go at me every week.
3 weeks.
What?
You've been having a go at me.
I have not had a go. You've always had a go at me.
You've always said to me, what do I look like? And what do you expect me to do, lie?
Oh, he's done you again, Steve!
No, I'm not getting into this.
He's done you again!
One lad called up before and said, oh, have a go at Steve again, these looks. And it's not like a game. I'm not like coming in here every week and wanting to make you look, you know, come across as an ugly bloke. I don't need to do that.
He's done you up! He's done you
Is this
up.
because of the Gaylord stuff?
No, it's
Are you
just,
having a go at me again?
Oh.
it's just that you had a go at me before.
I didn't have a go at you at all. I was talking to Ricky. I haven't had a word. I haven't spoken a word to
In
you.
your eyes.
Is this why you're in an ugly mood? A bad mood? A generally grim mood? Is it because like you just think I'm gonna have a go at you?
I don't know what it is. When I get here, you're alright. And then as soon as you come in here, you change.
I haven't done anything. What are you talking about? You're paranoid. I haven't said anything, mate. I've drawn a
keeping
little
at it.
picture of you here, but I've not
I'll tell you
said
what we need now is a song for the lovers. I want to tell you now,
please.
this has been one of my favourite songs for about 20 years. It's by David Bowie. Now, David Bowie's had his phases, and I liked his glam stuff, and Tin Machine went off, you know, he's always sort of there, on and off, right? But this song is off Space Oddity, and it's called Letter to Hermione, and I don't know why he stopped writing songs like this, because this is probably one of the most beautiful songs ever recorded, and I know Steve agrees with me on this.
I do indeed. Rick, can I just kiss and make up with Carl?
No, that is...
No, let me just kiss my kiss.
Yeah, but it doesn't next week it'll be the same again. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying sorry.
Kiss on the lips.
Go on, look, he's... Look.
Get off
I've never... Carl has gone a absolute shade of purple, straining not to have Merchant's...
There's no point, Steve.
No.
There's no point.
No, just shake and make up.
Shake what, Rick?
There you go. All friends, sit down. That's lovely, that's a lovely moment. It's XFM 104.9, and this is Letter to Hermione by David Bowie.